My story is like a lot of other people's story. I got hooked on drugs and alcohol as a teenager. I even began dealing drugs at one point. And after I started drug dealing and everything else, I ended up getting a home invasion charge, an aggravated pistol charge. It felt good in a way, but in the same way, it wanted to change, and I was tired of getting in trouble. But I was just kind of doing my own thing and being high on life at the moment, but it wasn't really getting me anywhere or my family anywhere. Eventually, my wife and I started watching our church's television program, and we started coming earlier this year. We just wanted something different, we started experiencing God and just like wanted to know more, wanted to do more. He just gave me the strength to do it every day. I didn't feel like I needed it. I just had His love and strength, and I didn't feel like I needed drugs. Whenever I ended up quitting, I gave my friends my drug paraphernalia. A friend next door, I gave him my beer fridge and the alcohol I had in there and the beer. My cigarettes, I wetted those down in the sink and threw those in the trash. And since then, I haven't touched none of it.
When I was a teenager, I suffered the loss of two of my grandmothers. I wasn't really close to either of them, but their deaths affected me much more than I thought they would. I really had no one to help me through it. I knew God was there, but at the same time, I had no support from my family or my friends. It's very difficult to be alone when you're dealing with a loss like that. It was absolutely devastating to me. Recently, I was invited to a young adults group here at church called the Epic Generation, and I met a bunch of amazing people that accepted me for who I am and made me feel welcome, made me feel like I actually mattered to them. Then a few weeks ago, my youngest brother committed suicide unexpectedly, and instead of dealing with it by myself, I was immediately surrounded by these people who were showing me the love of Christ and supporting me, praying for me, and letting me know that I didn't have to go through it by myself.
I've always been faithful. I've always had God in my heart, in my life, but I've never really looked for a deeper relationship with God. I was just kind of happy where I was. This all started about 5 years ago. I was getting a lot of leg pain, went to the doctor, said, well, we need to do a CAT scan on you. They did the scan. She came back and said, look, you've got lesions all over your bones, all over your ribs. That's indicative of bone marrow cancer or blood cancer. We need to do more testing. What ended up happening, I was at Siteman Cancer Center with the lead multiple myeloma doctor, which is a bone marrow cancer. He said, you have all the classic symptoms. We're going to do a bone marrow biopsy on you, and you're just going to have it. And we know you have it based on your symptoms. We're going to start treatment, which is a bone marrow transplant. The turning point really came one day. I was driving down the road, and I got very, very angry. But I wasn't angry at God. I wasn't angry at anyone. I was angry at the devil. And I basically rebuked the devil, or whatever you want to call it. I said, look, devil, you can do anything you want to me. You will never separate me from my God. I am there forever. Kill me now, it doesn't matter. People call it a miracle, whatever. I was laying in bed one night, felt like I was in a cocoon on fire, but I was so comfortable, I could have laid there forever. And then right after that's when I went in for this bone marrow biopsy, and they came back and said, you don't have multiple myeloma. It's not there, it's gone. I said, well, maybe it was never there. They said, no, it had to be there. You have all these symptoms. Nothing else makes these symptoms. I didn't believe he ever did this to me. I didn't know why it was happening, didn't really care. I just knew that by getting closer to God and trying to really yearn and learn his teachings and immerse myself in his word, that I would be helped.
I was an addict, but because he is the cure, today I'm clean.
I was alone, but because he is full of compassion, today, I know I am loved.
I was a content, immature Christian. Because he is patient with me, today I am whole.